one of the best ventures you can think about. And that's why AIM Agriculture is your full-time plug. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, guys, kindly hit the subscribe button, like and share. These are examples of farmers who have learned through our videos and now are our students in our masterclasses and are really improving their game. They are upping their game. If you have not enrolled as a student, check out our masterclass. I've shared a link in the description below. Enroll and learn. Today, I want to show you a simple structure that has been done by a farmer in a very cold area. And this is a message to tell you that you can keep birds anywhere. Mostly in our episodes, we emphasize that you should keep birds in a warm area. Look at this structure here. This is a very simple structure made by this farmer. And I will start from outside, going inside. This farmer here is keeping birds on semi-free range mode. When it's warm, he brings the birds outside. They feed on the grass, like you see, supplementing with napier. These are napier grass sticks. He's letting the birds enjoy the sun. That is vitamin D. You don't get it artificially. He's letting the birds feed on worms. That is cutting the cost of feeds. Anyway, that's a story of another episode. But if you look outside, he has started by doing this wire mesh here, which prevents the birds from being attacked by predators like hawks from outside. A very simple thing, but there's enough sunshine coming inside. So when it's warm, because sometimes it's very cold and the birds are so much inside, he'll bring them out to get some fresh air and also a little bit bask, especially in the morning. This is mostly for farmers in the cold areas. But now look at the structure. This is where things change. This is the floor. This is the skirting. All the way to this point. Then there's the ventilation, then there's the roof. Mostly, when you're talking about construction of a structure, we usually say the distance of the wall from the floor to this point should be 3 feet. That's where the ventilation starts. But I always say it depends with where you are. This is a very cold area, and therefore the distance of the wall from the floor to where the ventilation starts is actually about 7 to 8 feet. And then the ventilation is just a small portion of about 3 feet, 2 to 3 feet. So you can see the wire mesh where it's starting. But funny enough, even as we speak now, the sun is shining, but it's very cold outside. The farmer has gone ahead and covered the ventilation partially and left just a portion. This is just meant to create a conducive environment in terms of temperature and warmth inside the structure. So if you are building a structure for a cold area, then it's very important that your structure should take this type of direction. Simple structure, made of iron sheets, made of blocks, and then the floor must be made of concrete. So the distance from the floor, I repeat, to the ventilation, 7 to 8 feet. Then the ventilation is just 2 feet or 3 feet. Then the structure is done. This has been done on this side and the other side. Now the beauty about this structure is, come along and show you. Now here, we don't have a footpath for this structure. We don't have a footpath because we are already in the structure. So this is just the basking area. Look at the birds, how they're basking and how they're enjoying freely and feeding. If you look at the ground, it tells you they've even eaten the grass. So we cannot have a footpath inside the structure. As you can see, it is fenced off, basically so that the birds cannot come in contact with the predators from outside. Now, this farmer is very wise. Look at that biosecurity. He has done a fence from the iron sheets around this chicken house. A fence inside a fence, like a fence inside the compound. Just that is how much biosecure this farm is. Nobody can come from outside and come and just look at the birds, even if this person is a visitor. So you have the fence, then the basking area fence, simple structure, and then now we get inside the poultry house. So here's a staircase, here's a patch where the birds patch. I want to show you inside this structure and how nice he has done the cages. Come. We are now inside the structure. You can feel how warm it is. And this is Nandi Hills, a very cold area. Now, wow. Look at this. Wonderful. Amazing. These are boxes. I can call them so. I can't use the word cages to refer to them. These are simply done, you see, with doors. They are basically meant to hold the birds during the night, time of sleeping, and also when it's very cold. So we cannot say that these birds are caged. Come along. You can see, for example, here. These are birds. This is one pair of boxes or cages. Then there's another one above them. So what he has done, he has put something like a tray here. These birds, they have their droppings here. Then they have the droppings cannot get on the lower birds. So the birds that are at the bottom, they will drop their droppings right on the floor. So what the farmer has simply done, these are not cages. You see, like this one is empty. The birds are outside basking. So there's a drinker there. Then they can easily access the feed from here. Now, the beauty about having such a system is because the farmer is able to have the birds rest here at night, like a very high number of birds per unit area. And then also it helps biosecurity. So basically, these are not cages. They are cheap, they are affordable, then it's a homegrown solution. It's a homegrown idea. Now look at the lighting the farmer has introduced above here. We know that extended lighting helps and stimulates laying. When I was outside, which is the basking area, you saw me talk about the birds basking in the sun, and you saw me talk about the ventilation. Now I'm inside the structure again to emphasize on the wall. You see, again, this is the wall, this is the iron sheet. This farmer must have made a correction because if you can see before, he had his ventilation starting from here. And I guess it was very cold for him. That's why he had to extend this area up to exactly 8 feet. Then you have now the ventilation at 1 feet or 2 feet there. This side is completely covered, but this other side is open. You can see this is open to let now the air come in. But this is a structure for a cold area, just to make it easy for you. The farmer has done it simple. Most of the work is made of iron sheets. The roof is iron sheets. This is iron sheet. Then you have the floor, which is made of concrete. Who loves you more than AIM Agriculture? And if you want to learn more, kindly visit Nandi Town. Check out this farmer. We have done his video, his success story, how he managed to buy land, to buy himself a motorbike and sustain his life just from poultry farming. He has the best chicken. You can buy chicken from him at 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months. And I've shared his phone number right in the description below. I have also shared his number directly in the other episode where we interviewed him. Just get there, watch his success story, and you'll learn much. I'm sure it is going to motivate you. And if he has made it, bought land from chicken, just from a period, just within a period of a year or less than a year, what about you? Let's enjoy. Who loves you more than AIM Agriculture does? Bye-bye.